But is this real or fake? Gotta check. Engine is running. It's pretty hot over here. Yo YouTubers, what's up? Welcome to Thai Auto News. Today I'm with the Mercedes-Benz A-Class Facelift, which comes with a good number of improvements over its predecessor. Well, today we'll be going through all these new features together. But before checking out this video, don't forget to support us by liking and subscribing and slapping that bell icon to be notified of our latest reviews. Thanks. Okay, so let's do a small walk around of the Mercedes-Benz A-Class Facelift. Well, up front, huge star logo in the middle of the radiator grille, as well as small star patterns for the grille. Lots of tiny stars over here. Meanwhile, the front skirt design has been carried over from the CLS, I think. Looks pretty awesome actually, with some glossy black parts as well as some chrome also down here. Looks pretty elegant and luxurious. Hopefully you don't scrape it. The front lights have been upgraded as well. This one is LED plus adaptive high beam. So the last model didn't have adaptive high beam. This one has been added with this feature. Let's pop up the hood. Gas strut. So although it's one side, but it's pretty okay. It looks like it's been adapted from the manual type. So very easy to open up the engine compartment lid in the A-Class facelift, and as you can see, this tiny turbocharged 1.3 liter engine takes up just a little bit of the engine bay. So I think it's like takes up only half of the space here. Very small engine, but thanks to the turbocharging, pumps out quite a lot of output as well. Okay, so easy. Okay, wheels. The A-Class facelift gets 18-inch AMG wheels painted in black, replacing the gray color theme in the previous version, and the brakes are upgraded as well. It now has a 2-pot calipers instead of 1, and although the braking distance might not change, Mercedes-Benz says that the braking feel has been improved dramatically. The calipers also have a Mercedes-Benz lettering as well this time. Last time it didn't have any logo on it. Okay, click gesture to open only, to close nothing. It's a manual to close. So yep, decent luggage area over here. Okay, so whenever I test drive a Mercedes-Benz, one of the first things I gotta check is the exhaust tip. Well, good looking exhaust tips on the A-Class Facelift with decent looking diffuser as well. But is this real or fake? Gotta check. Engine is running. It's pretty hot over here. Plastic. Because the real exhaust is down here. Pointing down, you can see that. So this as well, this is also fake. It's just plastic. It doesn't serve as a real vent. It's just a fake vent over there. So these are the things that Mercedes should stop doing, you know. This is a luxury brand, and putting fake stuff on the car is like destroying the brand image, I think. So hopefully a plea to Mercedes-Benz: stop using all this fake stuff in the car. You're a luxury car manufacturer, so don't save costs like this. You know, it looks so cheap. Okay, so interior, nice mix of materials for the seats, big side bolsters, and new steering wheel as well. This is the AMG multifunction steering wheel with the shift paddles. So let's get inside and fire up the engine. Oops. So one of the first upgrades for the interior is the MBUX7 operating system, which is wow, the aircon is a bit loud, which is the updated version. And over here you get 10.25-inch touchscreen. Although the touchpad has disappeared, no more touchpad like in the last version. Now everything is done here, and the controls are here for the screen, or even touch it. It's a touch screen. Okay, for the instrument display, we can choose. This is a classic view. This is the sport view. This is the simple view. I think the classic view is okay. And for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, connectivity has been upgraded. You don't need cables anymore. It's now done wirelessly in the A-Class Facelift. These air vents look really good, and they're illuminated as well. So at night, it's very colorful interior for the A-Class Facelift. Hard buttons for the air conditioning system, and down here, open it up, and there's a wireless charging pad for the mobile phone. One USB-C over here. There should be one more over here, but I think it's cost cutting. Cup holder, volume control, driving mode selector, and camera. So as mentioned, this area used to be the touchpad, and now it's just a small tray with some rubber, and looks too normal over here. It's like there should be something here, but I don't know what. But not this kind of storage. It's just too easy. We also get a large panoramic sunroof. Check it out. So The sun blind is very helpful when it's really hot outside, like today. We're driving, I drove from Bangkok to Hua Hin today, and it's, you know, can't keep this open for a long time. It gets really hot, so gotta close it. On the doors, get some nice materials as well as aluminum garnishing. Powered front seats, and both seats come with memory. So this is driver's side memory, and the passenger side also has memory as well. Okay, back seats. Okay, so this is a subcompact Mercedes, so not so much leg room, but there's still enough leg room for me. I'm 6 foot tall, and Mercedes-Benz says there's more leg room than the competition. Well, that probably means BMW and Audi and Lexus. Well, not too much space over here. I think the seats are a little small, I guess. Probably for a small car. But one of the good thing at the back is that we now have rear air vents. Air vents for the rear passengers wasn't here in the previous model, so that was a downer. So this is okay with air vents at the back for rear passengers, and one more USB port. I guess the number of USB ports here is not so much, you know. Oh, okay. We got 2 more USB ports in the storage compartment between the front seats. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in total USB ports, but they're all USB-Cs. So gotta get your cables right. In terms of headroom, yeah, this much, so acceptable headroom for a small car. Here we got armrests and cup holders. These look more sturdier than the other type of cup holders that Mercedes offers in some of the models. For example, the EQS, the cup holder there is like very sloppy and, you know, not so good. This is, yeah, more well made, I guess. In terms of performance, the A200 AMG Dynamic gets its power from a very small 1.3 liter turbocharged engine, which despite its small displacement pumps out a quite good amount of power and torque. Maximum power is claimed at 163 horsepower, while maximum torque is claimed at 250 Newton meters. The engine is mated to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and the gear lever is just a stalk here on the steering column, but you do get plus and minus shift paddles on the steering wheel, this AMG steering wheel, so you can get sporty with this car as well. Mercedes-Benz claims 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration in 8.3 seconds and a top speed of 230 kilometers per hour. Judging from the acceleration and top speed figures, this is quite remarkable considering that this is just a 1.3 liter engine. And the other thing is that this small engine has pretty good refinement as well. You know, at idle speed, you know, the engine noise is very low and it's very smooth. You know, if the car passes you by in the parking lot, you can't hear the engine sound. So very quiet. So in terms of fuel economy, Mercedes-Benz claims that this one will do 5.1 liters per 100 kilometers in using E10 gasohol, and 6 liters per 100 kilometers using E85 gasohol. So very good with flexibility in terms of fuel, this car. But actually, you know, if you drive in eco mode, the 4 driving modes you press this dynamic button, you get comfort, eco, sport, and individual, which you can program yourself. So yesterday I was driving in eco mode and just driving according to the traffic conditions, so I didn't go above 120. I was going about 100 kilometers per hour average, or maybe 90. So the fuel economy, wow, 4.4 liters per 100 kilometers, which is like hybrid level already. So in terms of fuel economy, this small 1.3 turbo engine is quite efficient as well. The steering is super light at low speeds, but as speed increases, the weight of the steering wheel also increases accordingly. Actually, the suspension has also been improved, compared to the original V177. This one gets a lowered comfort suspension, meaning although the suspension height is lower than the standard height, it still comes with comfort setting. The suspension is able to soak up cracks and bumps on the road very effectively. So surprisingly, even with the lower ride height, the suspension offers a better comfort level than the previous standard suspension. Wheels, as mentioned, 18-inch AMG Dynamic wheels. In terms of driving position, apart from the pretty sporty seats, the front wheel, you will see the power dome, 2 power domes on the engine compartment lid. So this kind of styling is taken from the high performance Mercedes AMG GT lineup. These two displays look good, but I feel it's a little small. I prefer something a little bit larger than this, maybe. But okay, it's better than the previous generation for sure. But yeah, maybe a little bit bigger in size would be just perfect. Okay, so actually I drove in eco mode already yesterday, so let's shift into sport mode. So in eco or comfort mode, the transmission will shift a little bit slower and more smoothly. But in sport mode, the shift times will be significantly reduced to offer better acceleration. Okay, kick down. Actually, the engine sound is not bad at all. Pretty sporty for a small 1.3 liter engine. And the turbocharger really helps a lot, providing lots of pulling power. Okay, so after driving the Mercedes-Benz A200 AMG Dynamic, I gotta say that while the original A-Class was clearly lacking in many of the basic features you'd expect from a luxury car with the Mercedes-Benz badging, the company has made sure that this one comes fully equipped with a lot of updates and upgrades, whether in terms of IT or luxury features, as well as safety also. This one's priced at 2.32 million baht, and it represents the lower end of the Mercedes-Benz model lineup in Thailand. Unfortunately, Mercedes-Benz is offering only the 4-door version in Thailand. They are not offering the 5-door hatchback, which I think should be more popular with the younger generation. This one is kind of a bit older, even though it's an A-Class. The styling is a bit more, I think, more favorable to an older group of buyers than the hatchback. Well, that's all from me today. And if you enjoyed the video, consider supporting our channel by hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. And you can also comment on what you think about the facelift A-Class, whether you like it or you don't like it. But I think in general, this one's a good improvement over the original. Okay, that's all from me today. Thanks a lot.